everyone, and welcome to another Corp Draw commentated video. We're here at the 2014 Netrunner Regionals in Phoenix, Arizona at Game Depot. Right here we have Jordan Nelson and Darren Eskandari. This is the second game in their set. The first game we've already recorded. I'm Brandon.
I'm Josh.
And we're just getting started here with Jordan playing HB
Fast Advance?
Yep, HB Fast Advance. And you see him starting with...
Darren's just playing Scumbag Andy.
Scumbag Andy. She does work. We see he installs something over HQ. Obviously, against Scumbag Andy, you want to...
Protect against account siphon.
Protect against account siphons. And
Plays
he installed
an
a
open remote. And then Darren on his side plays a security testing, click 1, click 2, Desperado, click 3, Dirty Laundry. Now, probably wants to use one more card to prevent discarding. It's kind of hard to see what his hand is.
Yeah, I didn't get a great look
and
at
he
what was
he just
in there.
runs R&D.
Boom.
Oh, there's a... So the Dirty Laundry was the Dirty Laundry on R&D.
Yep.
And then his final click, he just runs the remote and trashes the Adonis campaign. And he pitches a security testing.
Which is probably why he didn't play another card.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good start, though.
Yep. So it looks like Jordan plays a couple pieces of ice and takes a buck. Oh, looks like... did Darren just gain 4?
I think he gained 3.
He gained 3 because of the security testing on archives. There we go.
Eli.
Click 2 on Eli.
He's going to let it bounce, and he's going to sure gamble.
Install a remote. And take 2. Darren sure is curious, at the very least. Oh, he security testing it. Second click, he runs it, spends the 3.
Smart.
To kill the Adonis campaign.
If you're going to run there anyways, you might as well.
Now, if only that was an Eve campaign, right? 5 to trash instead of 3.
That is true.
All right, running into HQ. We see Victor 2. Victor 2, does he have the clicks? I wasn't keeping track. I think he does have the clicks.
Yep, I believe so.
No, actually, I'm sorry, he doesn't have the clicks because click 1 was run for money.
Yeah.
Click 2 is run in trash. This is click 3.
So he's going to stop the trace, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan a little low on funds now.
Yeah, it looks like he's only got $5. If I were Darren here... Oh, he does play a zoo. Okay. I was going to say, I'm trying to find a way in. It's kind of expensive a way in, though. Costs $6 to break with zoo.
Zoo is not the most efficient Victor 2 breaker.
Mm-hmm. Puts a stop to that plan. Stalls over HQ. Looks like he's just taking some money afterwards.
And first click, I think Darren went ahead and ran archives.
We see an E3. Oh my goodness.
E3 would be really big right now.
That's it is pretty good.
Against HB.
Plays it. Couldn't play it quicker.
Yep.
Gets into R&D for a click and a buck now.
Yep.
Looks like Jordan just takes 3. Security testing on the archives and runs. Darren has no shortage of money now.
Yep. And he's going to go ahead and E3 into... And actually, he gets that buck back from Desperado, so he can get in through the Eli for a click. That's not bad.
So 2 clicks. 1 for the run, 1 for the Eli.
Yep.
Still not seeing anything. 3 ice over HQ pretty much means that account siphon is not going to be a thing.
Probably. I mean...
Especially because one of them's a Victor.
And again, we'll just keep harping on it, kids. Run smart. I mean, if you're going to play Corp and you're playing against Criminal, ice up HQ.
Yeah.
Just Corp safe.
Yeah. See, right now, I mean, R&D is okay, but the thing is, those agendas are going to be filtered into your hand eventually.
Yep.
And that's where they're really safe in this 3 ice HQ.
And keeping HQ safe at the moment is going to help you build later on against a criminal.
Well, especially if you haven't seen Jordan's deck yet, this is a good thing for him because he can score most of his agendas out of hand.
Yep.
He's got Biotic Labor, Shipment from San, and his main plan is to score an efficiency committee out of hand.
Yep.
And use Shipment from San to score the rest of those agendas from hand. So my bet is that is another asset money that he just installed.
He's going to security testing.
Darren wants to see it. Oh, nope, it's a San. Trash it ASAP. Darren probably guesses that there are some agendas in hand, so wisely decided to trash the San.
Yep.
We're seeing a card off of the top of R&D every turn now.
Yep.
Uses Archive Memories to get back. Was that a Biotic Labor that we saw?
I think it was a San, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Going to reinstall it. I mean, at the very most, this is, getting some of that money back that Darren gained early.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to account siphon. Force him to rest some ice. A roto turret. Well,
see ya, Zoo.
E3 doesn't do anything for that, unfortunately.
Hopefully he's got another solution for Code Gates. Now, trashing the San, that's really doesn't hurt Darren that much. He's got a really steady economy with Desperado and security testing.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure exactly what the plan was for that San, but now we're going to see some ice over there. Archive Memories for
San.
For San.
Oh.
That's one card we really don't see much anymore is Archived Memories. That card is still pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it gets you all your good cards back, right?
It does.
All the cards in your trash are there for a reason, because you just played them, because they're good. So Archive Memories equals all of your good cards.
And HB really does have a lot of inherent recursion in the faction. They have Archive Memories, Reclamation Order, and
Project Vitruvius.
Which, I've been over-advancing the Vitruvius a little bit more in my recent HB decks, and I'm really enjoying having those credits.
Play a single restructure 3 times.
3 times in one turn. That's awesome. And then if you have the efficiency committees, you can also play a restructure 3 times and then install an agenda in your huge remote.
All right. Jordan opts to ice up archives to stop the security testing money.
I think that's a good move.
I think right now Darren has got to find some breakers.
Yep.
Jordan kind of was in a limbo position there for a little while. San. Ugh. But yeah, Jordan was in a limbo position there for a little while, having an open remote, having an open archives, but now we've got some ice, and the ice is giving him some breathing room now that Darren doesn't have any breakers, or is intending to find the breakers.
Yep.
Now he runs on the remote with security testing to try and get some money.
Yep.
Jordan opts to res it, so there's a 3 credit swing either way. Yeah, we need some breakers bad. Darren does have a professional contacts to try and dig while making some money at the same time. But instead he opts to use a hostage, probably looking for a Katie Jones. Yeah, that or John Massanori. Yep, Katie Jones. Not John Massanori. What was I thinking? Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee, yeah.
Mr. Lee would be pretty good right here to, not in conjunction with a professional contacts.
Yeah.
But he needs to find a breaker. Some sort of breaker, doesn't matter what it is. Well, it does matter. But something like...
Really, at this point, he just needs all 3.
Maybe. I think, the Eli, he doesn't necessarily need a barrier right now, unless the thing in front of Eli is a barrier. But, I mean, if he does want to get into the remote, he'll need one. Looks like he just drew a ninja.
Yep.
Ninja not exactly the one that he wants right now. He's going to play it either way. Ooh, looks like he's got a Sneak Door beta in hand. He really wants a Corroder now. That's what I would search for as a Corroder.
Corroder, kind of a surprise include in Andromeda a little bit. You don't always see that with her.
Corroder? Corroder?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Sneak Door. Yes, that's true. But it's best when unexpected.
I absolutely agree with you, 100%.
I'm running a Sneak Door in my Kate deck, actually, and it's pretty fantastic.
I've been running one in my kit deck, and it has also been pretty fantastic.
Oh, looks like Jordan scores a accelerated beta test.
And he's going to use it.
Scores 2 pieces of ice and 1 face down in archives.
2 Enigmas.
Well, Enigma could be good. I'm sure Darren's got the Yogg for it.
That's true. He very much he could have other code gate options in his deck.
That looks like a Smith & Wesson that he's got in his hand right now. It's not really doing anything in this game, but
I don't think it'll do much.
But he opts to play it anyway.
Yep.
Probably suspecting Ash. Ash is a pretty solid card. And over there is that a code cracker?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Little exposure.
We have Jackson Howard getting 2 Sands and a Biotic Labor.
It was a pretty decent beta test for him, actually.
Yeah.
I think.
In a fast advanced deck, most of the time you don't see beta tests triggered because they tend to run little to no ice, or very little ice.
Yeah. Compared to like a more glacier style.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my HB deck, I run like 23, 24 pieces of ice sometimes.
I think he did have the Jackson Howard out at the time, so he could beta test without having to worry. So here we see something installed in the remote. And just passes.
I mean, he's probably not too worried about him getting in this turn.
Oh, Corroder, there he is. Enigma is still pretty large. He can really only go through the back. That's the only way. Now he's kind of floundering on money because security testing is long, long dead.
And he installed some cards also.
That's true. Installing a gun, installing a code cracker, installing a ninja. Most of his security testing money is gone.
He does have some on Katie.
That's true.
He's going to have to do a little bit of rebuilding here in terms of his economy.
Ooh, looks like...
Is that a shipment?
Well, that was a shipment. I think Darren ran archives, but there was some confusion about the security testing. So Jordan opts to score the Vitruvius that was installed in the remote last turn.
Yep.
Makes it 4 points.
HQ interface?
That looks like an HQ interface. A little glare there, but looks like he's preparing for the Sneak Door beta.
Yep.
Needs to gain some money, though.
Badly.
And plays a Sneak Door. Wait, why is Katie trashed? Katie shouldn't be trashed.
I think he just trashed her on accident. See if he remembers.
Hopefully not. He used a hostage for that. Okay, and he's sneaking, seeing 2 cards from the HQ interface. Ugh. Just more
Does not
ice.
see anything that he wants to see.
I think Jordan's just putting all the agendas he's getting into that remote.
I believe he had an efficiency committee in his hand, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what just got installed.
Mm-hmm.
Installed something else over there.
And gains a buck back.
That's a little rough, too, because...
he just noticed that. There we go. Katie Jones is back.
Yes. With a vengeance.
Back with a vengeance. What are we looking for here? I think we're looking for Yogg. Yogg is pretty important right now. Or Zoo.
That works.
Zoo number 2.
You got to think if he's playing Zoo, he's probably got some type of link in his deck.
Maybe.
Because that would be
Zoo.
really good, because if you have the Zoo and some extra link, then that Sneak Door...
There's the 5th and 6th point right there.
Yikes. That is big. Yeah, Darren in a pretty poor position right now, I think. I think Jordan's in a pretty good position. Jordan hasn't really even used any of the fast advance cards.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Just
probably
has a remote that can do things. Install. This is probably a
gained some money.
Nope. I was going to say he's going to Biotic Labor. Jordan likes to put us all in suspense when he uses Biotic Labor. He always installs it.
And then uses it. Yeah, he does. I've noticed that.
And then advances it 3 times.
Backwards from everyone else.
Yep. Jordan doesn't like to take shortcuts. Does everything proper.
He is a pretty meticulous player normally, from what I've seen.
You can avoid a lot of mistakes by playing without shortcuts, so I don't blame him.
Yep.
Yeah, right now we need to see some runs from
Roto-Turret.
From Darren. Now Roto-Turret only costs 2 to break, which is really nice. I think... I don't know if he's running straight in or through the back. I think he's just doing it for the security testing money. That would be minus $1 to get in for security testing.
Yep.
There it is, a card face down in the remote. You can assume that that's an agenda. I mean, you have to think that it is. So we're probably going to see a run on that remote this turn.
Could it be another Sansan? Does he record them?
Could be. He did shuffle 2 Sansans in with a Jackson Howard. So I think that might be what we're seeing.
Could be a Sansan. Could be an agenda.
I think it's probably not an agenda because Darren had the full rig before the beginning of Jordan's last turn.
Yeah.
So with enough money he can get in. I think Jordan just really wants to score his last agenda out of hand. Both players pretty much set up here. I think all we need on both sides is money and agendas.
He's going to go ahead and run that remote. I believe this is his last click, right?
I believe so. Roto-Turret. $2. Can he get in? He can because he's on his last click. I think he said. I believe he just said that he can't get in. He can get in. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Because he has Zoo and not Gordian Blade, he can't get in. Because he's only is he at $3? I believe he's at 3.
4. Up. What are they doing?
Not quite sure. I think
they're backing up for some reason. Not quite sure what's happening.
Interesting. They must have forgotten something that happened.
Yeah. So you're going to go for the account siphon, I guess.
Cost him a lot of money to get in. And we don't even know what that last piece of ice is. Enigma costs 3 if he wants to keep the click. Roto-Turret costs 2. Victor costs 6. And there's an Eli, which costs 4 or click and a buck. Okay, steals the money. Does he have enough? He does have enough money now to get through the remote.
Then he'll run there. Interesting. I wonder what the takeback was.
I'm not sure, but
I'm guessing.
Should give him
I'm
enough
guessing
to
it
get
was
in.
he was not able to get into that, into the archives. So he scores a beta test that was an agenda.
I'm actually surprised that was an agenda. Because Jordan knew... Oh, looks like... that was the last turn. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Time was called, and they only had one turn remaining. So that's it.
Yep.
Jordan gets a time to win here because he had 6 agenda points to Darren's 2.
Yep. All right, guys. So we've already recorded the first game of this set, so you can check that out. Keep an eye on our YouTube page for more videos from the 2014 regionals. I'm Brandon.
I'm Josh.
Take care, guys.
See ya.